Hello everyone, and welcome to another Zelda and Nintendo Direct rumor update video. Today we have some interesting proof from Nintendo that strengthens some of these rumors. Let's begin with the Nintendo Direct before moving on to the current Zelda rumors and even an interesting new one, which opens the Switch up to a lot of amazing possibilities. Rumors of a new Nintendo Direct began not long ago about a Nintendo Direct happening in April. However, it could be in May. Honestly, this really comes down to just basic common sense, as Nintendo almost always has a Nintendo Direct, and sometimes even a second mini Direct, about a month or two before their big E3 Nintendo Direct. Some evidence that confirms a Direct was actually leaked by Nintendo themselves. In a commercial for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, an interesting additional feature not yet available can be seen. A new stage builder mode, which many people believe would be a key feature for an upcoming Nintendo Direct, is clearly seen at the bottom of the TV screen. Nintendo also posted on Twitter, stating on Wednesday, April 10th, Nintendo New York City's second floor will be closing early at 6:15. For those who don't know, this is their major store in New York, and could likely be closing their second floor for an important meeting relating to the Nintendo Direct, or because of other major plans. They have also closed the same floor many times before, some of which were said to be to record past Nintendo Directs. But if we follow Nintendo's history and patterns for the past several years, then yes, it is most likely that we will be getting a Nintendo Direct. Now let's move on to some of the rumors, and even some proof from Nintendo themselves that strengthens some of these rumors and leaks that could be announced during this Nintendo Direct. We covered the Zelda rumors in recent videos, going more in depth with everything we know about them, but we will cover them quickly here, along with some new Zelda rumors. However, I encourage you to please check the other videos out. As I mentioned, they go a lot more in depth. A link for them will be in the description and the top pinned comment. Our first rumor was Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. Stealth, one of our good friends who has been on many of our videos and has a great track record when it comes to rumors and leaks being confirmed as true, said the following on Twitter. I don't know what the Best Buy link to the past listing is, but according to a few sources, Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD are both coming to the Switch eShop. Might be related to the Best Buy listing, might not. This is just a rumor, so grains of salt and all that. The most interesting part here is that he says a few sources, meaning multiple people have told him this, not just one person. He goes on to say, I took down my original post as I got a little bit more information and I wanted to make it clear that the Best Buy listing might not be related to this rumor. The primary source for this is someone who told me about over 15 games way earlier when they were announced, so I was confident enough to post it, but it really is a rumor until official. I enjoy how much Reset Era hates me. There's not a more vile website, like I said. This is a rumor from people who have told me many correct things in the past that I have talked publicly about. I am not an insider, just someone who hears cool things from them every now and then. Honestly, all of this is basically common sense. As popular as Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess were, we knew we would eventually have them come to the Switch. I thought it would have been a lot sooner though. Especially around the time when Nintendo was basically putting almost every Wii U game on the Switch. Though these two games are only rumored for the eShop, a lot of people buy their games physically, and Nintendo would be losing millions of dollars if they didn't release these games physically, especially if they include some sort of limited edition or special edition, which they did when the games originally released, and as they do with most major game releases. It would also be great to see a limited edition Nintendo Switch themed after one of these games, just as they did with the only limited edition Nintendo Wii U themed after the Wind Waker. Nintendo also confirmed the Twilight Princess Wolf-Link amiibo would be reprinting soon. Some of you may know it can also work in Breath of the Wild, summoning Wolf-Link into the game. So it's likely that with this reprint of the Wolf-Link amiibo, Nintendo is gearing up to re-release it alongside a possible Twilight Princess HD limited edition for the Switch, similar to the original Twilight Princess HD release for Wii U, which had the limited edition come with the Wolf-Link amiibo. Our second rumor is actually a leak from Best Buy. A Link to the Past had a listing pop up alongside the Metroid Prime trilogy and Persona 5. Now, some people have asked us how we know this listing wasn't mistakenly put up instead of Link's Awakening, or how we know this isn't the original A Link to the Past instead of a remake. Well, both answers are simple and can actually be solved with basic common sense. Link's Awakening has its own listing in Best Buy's database. This, A Link to the Past, is its own separate unique listing. Now, how do we know it's not the SNES or the GBA version? Again, common sense. Nintendo wouldn't release a physical copy of an SNES port. To put it simply, the price of a Switch cartridge, the Switch game cases, the artwork covers, and shipping, plus the percentage Nintendo would be splitting with the retailers, would make it so that even a $15 price point, that would be the most Nintendo could charge for an SNES game by itself, would likely still lose money for Nintendo, or barely have any profit margin. Maybe if it was part of a collection and Nintendo could charge a full $40, or even a $60 price, such as with the NES and SNES remix games for the Wii U and 3DS, or even a cartridge version of the NES and SNES classic mini console collection of games. Put all of those on a single Switch cartridge, that would be amazing, and I would purchase it almost instantly. But this is a listing for a single game. Best Buy and other retailer leaks have ended up being proven right many times, but they have also been proven wrong. And in the case that they were right, and the leaks were legitimate, the retailers have even been, let's call it, punished by certain publishers in the past for leaking games early. Our final Zelda rumored release is Link's Awakening. No, not the remake, but the original or the DX version. We aren't sure which just yet, so let's just assume it's the DX version. The rumors suggest Nintendo will release Link's Awakening DX alongside the Link's Awakening remake. We aren't sure if it will be free, like the Breath of the Wild VR mode releasing as free DLC for those who already purchased the game and have the VR Labo unit, or if it will be part of some sort of limited edition or special edition promotion. If we are lucky, Nintendo will also have a special edition that comes with something cool, like the Wind Waker HD that came with a Ganondorf statue, Twilight Princess HD which came with a Wolf Link amiibo, and we even have Majora's Mask 3D, which came with a Skull Kid statue. Which, fun fact, was originally meant to be a Skull Kid amiibo that would have worked with the game. Sadly, at the time, Nintendo couldn't think of any good ideas on how it would be used for the game, which has likely made almost every Zelda fan and amiibo collector sad for what could have been. However, on the bright side, it could be possible that if we get a Majora's Mask HD remake for the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo could go back to the idea of releasing a Skull Kid amiibo. Anyways, let me know in the comments below what amiibo you would like to see with Link's Awakening HD, and how much you would pay for Link's Awakening DX on the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is more important than you would think, because if it is true, and it does release for the Nintendo Switch, that opens up the library for dozens and dozens of other Nintendo Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advanced games to be released and playable on the Nintendo Switch. Maybe even released for free on the Nintendo Switch Online app, just as we have free NES games right now. And just like those games, these games would be updated and refreshed to have the same online multiplayer functionality. Also, let me know what awesome features you think the Link's Awakening amiibo should have or unlock. Remember, we have had amiibo do everything from huge features like giving us entirely new bonus dungeons, giving us Epona, rare weapons, and costumes from past games, substituting a hard mode by making enemy damage twice as powerful, and even adding in Wolf Link to play alongside Hylian Link. We also have tiny features like giving us extra arrows or dropping chests from the sky with different items inside.
Hey everyone, it's me again, Elia Rose. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. And you know what? If you're a fan of videos like this, you should totally subscribe and give this video a like and comment below to let us know what type of videos you would like to see us create in the future. And if you would really like to support all of us here at the GameOverJesse channel, please consider purchasing a GameOverJesse t-shirt or becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can receive many rewards, such as getting shoutouts, having any topic or theory that you select discussed on the podcast or made into its own video, having your question answered, joining on as a guest on the podcast, and playing with us during our Twitch live streams at twitch.tv/GameOverJesse, and much, much more.